Classic and Elite tonight. The Thrive experience consists of 3 simple steps, you guys, that synergistically work together to give the results that you're going to hear about tonight. These 3 products are full of vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, enzymes. They're plant-based, gluten-free, non-GMO goodness. I'm telling you, they're so awesome. Things people will notice will be the all-day energy, weight loss, improved sleep, appetite control, help with aches and discomforts, improved digestion, mental clarity, improved mood, as well as improved workouts and workout recovery. Sounds fabulous, doesn't it? Yes, it does. The 3 simple steps consist of the Thrive capsules, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And I have Thrive Classic and Elite capsules here. And then 20 to 40 minutes later, you make your Thrive Lifestyle Mix. We have Thrive Classic and Elite. And then you're going to put on the DFT foam, which we have the Elite and we have the Classic DFT foam, and you're done for the day. And what's crazy about it is, yeah, you're done in your first 20 to 40 minutes, but it literally will take you about 5 minutes to take all 3 core steps. And honestly, it's so simple, and that simplicity and the results are why I'm thriving 10 and a half years later. So Alma, Michelle, and I are here to share our brief Thrive experiences with you. And right now, I'm just going to throw it over to Alma Hammer so she can share her Thrive Classic experience. So Alma, take it away.
All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us and taking the time out of your evening just to hear our stories. I started thriving and I was just that tired, exhausted mom. I was burning the candle at both ends. I was tired. I was cranky. And I wasn't the mom that I wanted to be or had, I think we dream of being that wonderful mom and all these wonderful moments. And I was not that mom. My boys were 14 and 16 at the time. And so when I started thriving day 1, I didn't notice a whole lot. But what I did notice was I was craving water. I was not a water drinker. I drank maybe a bottle of water once a month. And so I was craving that water. I was drinking that. By day 3, I noticed I was sleeping better at night. I was waking up rested. I just felt really good in the morning. Day 10, I started to notice that my knees didn't hurt. My lower back didn't hurt when I got up out of bed. And I just started to feel, more amazing each and every day. I knew I didn't want to go a day without it. Friends started noticing the difference in me. Knew I was going to run my mouth about it. So, I just jumped all in because at that time I needed to thrive for free. It wasn't in my budget to thrive. So I purchased that first month, got going, felt pretty incredible. That we do have a referral program, which that means that with your first referral, when those friends see a difference in you, they want what you want. You have 1 referral and you get 25% rebate in credits for that first order, the amount of their order. And then if you have 2 friends thriving with you as a customer, you can thrive for free, or as a promoter, you can thrive for free. What they do is they take the 2 largest orders, average that amount, and that's what you get in Lavelle credits that following month. So I needed that. And I just started sharing with friends, and it was a no-brainer. It was free to promote, didn't cost me any money. So I clicked that promoter button and I have been sharing ever since. Haven't gone a day without it, except for the day I was stuck in the airport. So it's just been an amazing experience, and loved every second of it. And I love the stories. That's why I'm still here sharing with other people. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Michelle.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, first of all, for Sheila asking me to be on. I love your story. I've always loved it. So my name is Michelle Clawwitter, and I actually started Thrive because I wanted to lose weight. I was beyond my breaking point as far as like being exhausted and overwhelmed. I was a single mom at the time, still a single mom, just saying. But my son was 11 and was very active, and I was the not right now mom. Like, he wanted to do stuff after school or after work. And it was like, as long as we were sitting down, board games, video games, yeah, let's do it. But if it involved doing anything, I just didn't have any energy. And like literally even just cleaning the countertops in my kitchen would wear me out, or taking a trip to the grocery store. By the time I got back, I just wanted to take a nap. Right. And so I remember one time clearly, we had been sitting there watching TV or something, and he wanted to go outside and play with his dog. And he wanted me to go too. And I was just too tired. I was like, not right now. You go ahead and I'll watch you from the window. And I'm sitting there watching him, and he sits down at one point and he's hugging his dog. And I'm sure he's hugging his dog because he loves his dog. But in my head, he was hugging his dog because he was tired or he was lonely and his mommy wasn't out there with him. And I just started crying. I was like, I'm 39 years old and I can't even go outside and play with my son, right? There's got to be more to this. But maybe this is just what it's meant to be. I gained weight for 15 years. I got tireder and tireder and tireder every year. Maybe this is just what life was, right? Maybe this was my new normal. So my Facebook friends, Jennifer and Lori, they started posting about this Thrive stuff. And I was like, oh, good for them. It's not going to work for me. And even if it did, I couldn't afford it. And Lori had shared this silly little graphic saying everyone can afford Thrive. And I decided to prove her wrong because literally at that time, I was not even making ends meet. I was budgeting $60 a week for gas and groceries. I was behind on my house payment, behind on my car. So when I said I couldn't afford it, I really meant I couldn't afford it, right? Well, one of the comments, but you can get it free with just 2 people, kind of like what Alma was just talking about. I'm like, psh, whatever. Because literally at that time, I had 0 real friends in life. It was not a good time in my life. I had my son, I had my mom, I had my ex-mother-in-law. That was it. I was not thinking about social media and my Facebook friends. I was just thinking about my little circle. And I knew they couldn't afford it either, right? So when I said I didn't know 2 people, I really didn't think I did. But I told them if I could be a spokesmodel for before and after and get it for free, then I was all in, right? So let me just show you a little something. So this is me right there. That was at the time, like a month before I started my Thrive experience, right? So I really, really, really needed this. Okay. I started with the classic Thrive, which is right behind me there over my shoulder. And Jennifer and Lori sent me 2 weeks worth of Thrive to get me started. And I am so grateful they didn't let me telling them I couldn't afford it, stop them. I am so grateful that they were willing to send me some of their Thrive to get me going because otherwise I never would have been able to start. I did what they told me to do. I wanted to do it as best as possible. They were talking about drinking water. I didn't want to drink water, but okay, whatever. And I was posting about it. Lori had set me up as a promoter because she's like, hey, what if you make $20 a week? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. I don't know 2 people, but okay. I really didn't feel like anything was going to come of it. So my first day, I took these 3 steps and then I had to go out grocery shop or Christmas shopping with my ex-mother-in-law and my son. I hate shopping it to begin with, and Christmas shopping, as you know, the weekend before or 2 weeks before Christmas, not the best time. But I went ahead and I took my capsule as soon as I got out of bed. 20 minutes later, I drank my chocolate lifestyle mix, which was actually pretty good. And I put on my DFT sticker, and that was it. And I did like that part. I liked how simple it was, right? I noticed that day that not only did I still have a little bit of energy at the end of the day, but I was still in a good mood. I was still smiling and I had not finished my lunch. And that was on my first day. On top of that, I only drank water. And I used to drink about a gallon of sweet tea a day. By day 3, I had already lost 3 pounds. Now, some of you may be like, yeah, whatever. It's just 3 pounds. But when you've gained weight for 15 years, 3 pounds is amazing. So I kept sharing about it. I had no idea what I was doing. I asked Lori, I'd asked Jennifer, I asked Cheyenne, who I met later, what do I do? What do I say? All this fun stuff. And I just kept sharing about it, right? By the 10th day, or I would say about 2 weeks in, that's when I realized how good the energy was because I was singing and dancing in my car on the way home from work. I would pick up Jacob. We'd go outside and do things. We'd leave the house and do things. And I was just actually happy. And I just felt really good. So I had to just keep sharing, and people were signing up. They were wanting to try it. I wasn't sure what to do. I'd never done sales before. I just knew this stuff was amazing. It was working. I was losing weight. I was feeling great. So might as well keep going, right? So I actually, within the, I want to say like 8 or 9 weeks, I hit the second rank of the company, which is 12,000 in sales in a month. Mind you, I didn't know 2 people. And that is actually the auto bonus. And that was a huge thing for me. Whether you take the cash option or one of the luxury options, it's a huge thing. And it's only the second rank, right? 2.5 years in is when I hit what was at that time the top rank, which was 200K, 200,000 in sales in 1 month. Me, the person who said they didn't know 2 people, the person who couldn't afford it, the person who gave up and didn't think nothing was going to work, right? Fast forward to today, and because of those 3 simple steps, I've actually lost 70 pounds. You can see it. but it's the energy I've gained. It's the better mood. It's the reduced aches. I feel better now at age 48 than I did at age 39. And I also have my son and my mom thriving, and we're all promoting and we're all thriving for free. And we're like building this legacy of health, hope, and financial security, right? So honestly, if you're interested in thriving or promoting yourself, did you know that in your first 2 weeks, there are bonuses available to you? Okay. So all you have to do in those first 2 weeks is just reach out with your upline, get people coming in. You can, we have a VIP 400, 800, and 1600. Bring in a new customer, a new promoter, you get $200 in cash and $100 in credits, plus the commissions you earned. If you bring in 2 more, so that's 2 customers and 2 promoters, they double it. And then if you bring in even more, double that. So you'll have 4 customers and 4 promoters. That's even more bonuses. And that's all in your first 2 weeks. And then that helps get you going towards the next bonus, which is a 30-day bonus. And it's like a Apple gift card, I believe. And then it just keeps getting better from there. So that is my experience. That's why I decided to promote, and I'm still promoting today, and I just love it. So Sheila, it's back to you.
Thank you. I love both your stories. And that's what really got me, was the stories, because I'm going to share mine with you. But what happened is the stories kept coming in of friends and family that were having amazing results as well. And everybody's story can be a little bit different, but it's definitely been a game changer. So I'm going to go back to November of 2013. I was working as a para at a local elementary school with emotional behavior disorder kiddos. I was selling jewelry at jewelry parties at night. My kids were 10 and 13 at the time, with the craziest, busiest sports schedules that they've ever had. And we were swimming in debt, so I had no extra money to be buying Thrive. The sad part was, if you would have asked me how I was feeling 90% of the time, I would have said tired. and I was dead serious. So my jobs were getting all of my energy and the little bit of energy I had, and my kids were getting what was left. And it wasn't where I wanted to be at all. However, I started because I had generalized headaches. And so my girlfriend said, asked if I still was having them, and I was. And she said, you know what, I think I've got something that can help you. And so I decided I'd order, because it was enough. You know, if I could have enough energy after I got home from work, then Chef Boyardee and McDonald's wouldn't be feeding my kids. I could feed my kids, right? So November of 2013, I did order as a customer, and I took those capsules. I took the capsules first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, drank my lifestyle mix, put on that DFT, and I started cleaning my house, doing laundry, folding laundry. I hated folding laundry, and I was truly feeling amazing. By day 10, I hadn't had a generalized headache in 10 days. I was loving the all-day energy. I was I was a morning person for the first time in my entire life. Still, I take those capsules first thing in the morning. I put them on my nightstand, because nobody wants to deal with me if I don't have my capsules in my system, because they just really help you get a little pep in your step, and I feel more clear-headed. I feel more focused. So after 10 days, I thought, you know what? If this is doing this for me, how many people can I help? When I started this business, it was because I wanted to pay for Christmas for my kids. I told you, all extra cash was going to pay off debt at the time. And we were swimming in it. So I thought, you know what, I'll just pay for Christmas for my kids. And I ran for those initial bonuses. I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew is that I was sharing, and those stories were coming back to me, and of people feeling better and better and better. So, you know what, I started in 2013. I haven't looked back since. It's snowballed. I've had my team has had explosive growth. And it's because the products work and people feel their vitamins working. So I'm going to fast forward my story, though, because all these stories were on Thrive Classic. I'm going to fast forward to January of 2023. Lavelle decided to launch it's the Thrive Experience, but with the added weight loss portion to it, and it's called Thrive Elite. And I wanted to lose weight. I had struggled. I've struggled my entire life, pretty much since about 6th grade on. And these last couple of years, I would start, I think, every Monday on whatever program I was saying. And then by Tuesday, I usually had faltered and gave up. And I thought, I'll start next Monday. And so January 10th, 2023, I started on Thrive Elite. Thrive Elite is really everything the Classic is, with those added components of appetite control, helps block fat and carb absorption, and you're not as hungry, you know? So that appetite control was really working for me by day 3. Day 1, I didn't really notice much of a difference. I do know with the Elite, you got to drink lots of water because you got a lot of vitamins coming in. And we recommend half your body weight in ounces of water anyway. Back when I started, I drank Diet Coke. I didn't say that, but now I drink 0 Diet Coke. I just drink water. So anyway, I have been on Thrive Elite now. I'm still taking Thrive Elite. But by August of 2023, so from January 10th to the end of August 2023, I lost 60 pounds. And it was a game changer for me because I did incorporate some intermittent fasting with my Thrive Elite. However, I never would be able to stretch that intermittent fasting window without the appetite control from Thrive Elite. So it's been a game changer. I feel happier. I feel healthier. I just turned 50 this year. I feel better and than I have in my 40s, in my 30s, and in my 20s of how I personally am taking care of myself with not only taking those products, but also with incorporating exercise as well, because I do have the energy to exercise. But as we close here, I do want to thank everyone, first of all, for your time and for joining us this evening. We love being able to share this. I would also like to encourage you to ask the person who invited you to this Zoom for the referral link so you can create yourself a free all access account. You can check out, this is going to give you the ability to browse our website and check out all our products. And so I highly encourage you to do that. We love our customers. We love our promoters. We just want you thriving. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want to thank Alma and Michelle for joining me as well. And get back with the person who sent you over to this Zoom. We hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you thriving very, very soon.